Okay, so for class 1, the introduction, we learned about the good life and happiness, which means general well-being, a balance of the full range of human experiences and emotions. Class 2, positive psychology, people that are happy tend to live longer, and seeking individual happiness paradoxically leads to unhappiness. So if you're constantly focusing on trying to make yourself happy, you'll probably be unhappy. Just live your life and do things and stop thinking about it. Class 3, flourishing. There are 6 core virtues: wisdom and knowledge, courage, humanity and love, justice, temperance, and transcendence. And there are sub-virtues under each of these virtues. Authentic happiness is long-lasting happiness. Find strengths and apply them. Class 4, achieving authentic happiness. Gratitude, forgiveness, and hope lead to more happiness. Class 5, the how of happiness. We learn about what makes up our happiness, and 40% is voluntarily controlled and intentional activities, 10% is life circumstances, and 50% is genetic set point. Class 6, PERMA, Positivity and Love 2.0. We learned about a positivity toolkit, things that can help us to be more positive. We also learned that love is the supreme emotion. Class 7, PERMA, Flow. Flow is a state of being completely involved in something for its own sake. Class 8, PERMA, Meaning and Achievement. We learned about the pillars of meaning, which are belonging, purpose, storytelling, transcendence, and growth. Class 9, Happiest Places. We learned about Hygge, which is cozy, happy, and comfortable living. Class 10, Why We Do What We Do. We learned about extrinsic versus intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic is being controlled by the promise of a reward, and intrinsic is making a choice that offers non-controlling rewards. Class 11, self-determination theory. That is concerned with supporting our natural or intrinsic tendencies to behave in effective and healthy ways. The basic psychological needs are autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Class 12, time famine. We learned about exacerbating the pace of our lives, and that is through overwork, forced overtime, overscheduling, commuting, unpaid labor, time cost of stuff, and media. Class 13, Take Back Your Time. We learned about the merry-go-round metaphor and centrifugal forces, which means the faster we are going in our daily lives, the more we drift apart from the center, or the things that are most important. And Class 14, Building a Good Life in the Digital Age. Basically, being connected is good and being overconnected is bad. Class 15, Intentional Families. Only an intentional family has a fighting chance to maintain and increase its sense of connection, meaning, and community over the years. Class 16, Family Rituals. Family rituals need to be meaningful and significant and repeated and coordinated. And there are different types of rituals. There's connection, love, and community. Class 17, Last Child in the Woods. We learned about what's called the nature deficit disorder. This is not a medical diagnosis. It describes the human cost of alienation from nature. We also learned about how natural abundance refers to biologically, cognitively, and spiritual blessedness through positive physical connection to nature. Class 18, the experience economy and experience staging. There are 5 experience components: planning, anticipation, travel, experience, and remembering. We also learned about ing, the thing, which are words that are ending in ing, are experiences. Class 19, fostering empathy. We learned about inward mindset versus outward mindset. And moving from an inward to an outward mindset could mean like thinking of people, not as objects. Class 20, design thinking. There are basic design thinking principles: empathize, define, ideate, prototyping / testing, and implement. Class 21, designing your life intro. A life by design is a well-designed life that is generative. It is constantly creative, productive, changing, evolving, and there is always the possibility of surprise. We also learn about dysfunctional beliefs versus reframing those beliefs. Class 22, designing your life, wayfinding, and odyssey plans. Wayfinding is the ancient art of figuring out where you're going when you don't actually know your destination. And then the 2 philosophies of ideation that we use with Odyssey plans are you choose better when you have lots of good ideas to choose from, and you never choose your first solution to any problem. Class 23, Designing Your Life, Prototyping. In life design, prototyping is all about asking good questions, outing our hidden biases and assumptions, iterating rapidly, and creating momentum for a path we'd like to try out. And lastly, class 24, Designing Your Life, Choosing Happiness. The life design choosing process is gather and create options, narrow down the list, choose discerningly, use emotional intelligence, and let go and move on and grab on. And that is my final part 2. Thank you.